is carrying around some kind of pain. I see who you are, you're just like me. I see you're searching for a purpose, guided by a dream. I see who you are, I'm just like you. I get lost sometimes and I forget what I came here to do. I keep on trying. When it gets frightening, look for the good in everyone, everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for good in everyone. Today, I wanted to start with this message. Look for the good. It's a new song and single by Jason Mraz that I really love. I've been watching his live and I've been inspired by his life, in fact, to do all these things. My name is Neni Carolina Chacin, and I'm a professional gospel and jazz singer, and I'm also a life and business coach to automate your business and optimize your life. And I've been doing these lives since April. I lost count of how many, every single day, from Tuesday to Saturday, giving you strategies and tools to cope with this pandemic, prepare you, and give you something to do when you get out of this, and give you strategies and tools so that you can cope with it and you can be ready to take on the world and the new life like this. So always look for the good in everything. Always look for the good in everyone. It's a very beautiful song. And I was thinking this morning when he posted on Instagram a clip of the song in a slow ballad way. I loved it. And I was thinking, he wrote this song over a year ago. And he recorded it over a year ago. And how serendipitous to have it released right now. To show with the lyrics of this song that we're all the same. That I am you and you are like me and I am like you. Unity of a human race, unity of love, and the unity of knowing that we can serve. And the very beautiful lyrics to say that you're guided by a purpose, you're driven by a purpose, guided by a dream. And I've been saying this over and over again in my lives. I've been saying that when you have a purpose, you can go forward. But it's all being inspired by a dream, and that dreams without a vision don't come true. And you're guided, you have a dream, and then you visualize it, and then you're driven to it. And these lyrics are so relevant to this time that we're living. I wanted to talk today about being prepared, preparedness. And preparedness is about getting informed from all the sources, the sources of the naysayers and the yaysayers, every single aspect. We have to look at all the different points of view. And when you can debate from your opposite point of view, then you're ready to say, okay, I defend X point of view. So it's very important to know all the different sides as if that was your point of view. If you're able to debate both sides of the story, then you can say that you are informed and well prepared and understand. And then you can go forward with that purpose to reach that dream. And in life, there's always duality. There's always the good and the bad. There's always the cold and the hot. There's always the fear and the freedom. There's always two sides. There's duality in this realm. There's duality. There's ugly and beautiful. There's love and hate. There's duality. And this is the reality of being human. As humans, we are confronted with a duality of the world. But in this duality, you can always put yourself in both sides when you are prepared and you're well informed. So I want to urge you, first of all, in life and business, if you are prepared with enough information of all sides of what you need to do, and we need to decide what you need to learn, then you can say, okay, I can make the better decision for my business and my life. So have you really, is anybody of you really informed all the different sides of the story, of all the stories that are going around? Should I wear a mask? Should I not wear a mask? Am I contagious? Am I not contagious? Should we go out? Should we stay in? Have you heard both sides of the story? Have you researched everything? Am I racist? Am I not racist? Is racism here? Is racism there? Everything has a duality and has different points of view. And some of them have even middle points of view. So I want to urge you to really get informed about all sides of the story to understand where they come from. If you can walk a mile in another person's shoe, then you can maybe start to understand the duality of the world and try to get a middle ground, a common ground. In my life, I've faced a lot of different things that will be, I am blessed actually to have faced them, because now that we're having this new situation in our lives with the pandemic, with civil unrest, with violence and government control and economic crisis and all that stuff, I can say that I'm a little bit numb. And the reason I'm a little bit numb is because I've seen it happen in my country, Venezuela. And I left that country many, many, many years ago in 95. Things were going the same way. And so I know, and I don't feel stressed, and I don't feel that there is, I don't feel stressed because I get informed, I am prepared. I get informed and I get prepared. I see things a little bit before it happens, and then I start doing my movements. I came here to the United States to be safer. I had this feeling I had to leave in January, like I had to leave. Okay, fine. There's nothing else I could do. I came back. And then this happened, and it's the best thing because here I'm safer at my home. And then this whole thing erupted. I was able to move my pieces of the puzzle to be able to come out and very much well prepared, and much more stronger than before. I reached out to key people, and I saw all what was negative and positive around me, and I let whatever was negative go away. So I say I'm a little bit numb because you can have peace of mind. You can have peace of mind when you are prepared, you are informed. Otherwise, you succumb to a fear and panic and worry because you don't have the control of the situation. And it doesn't mean that we have control of whatever's happening. We don't have control over some sort of RNA thing that's flying in the air, people have it or not. We don't have control over the things that we don't know. And we don't have control over things that we don't have the power to change. You know, we are not the president. We're not in the government. Well, I certainly am not. So I don't have control over those things. Whatever rules and regulations the government may impose for us to stay home and curfew, whatever happens, right? I'm not the owner of the companies that are out there putting 5G things all around and radiation all around us. I don't have control over that, but I can be prepared. If I am informed and prepared for any situation, then I feel at peace. I feel that I can endure things. If you think of any time in your life that you had struggle in the past, and think what happened, and think now in the future, now in the present, I say, that you are okay. If you're listening to this, you have internet, you have electricity, you are interested in growing, you're blessed. You're blessed. And that you have survived whatever difficulty you had in your life. So what makes you think you won't survive? Again, there's nothing out there. Just like this, you have no control over what's happening in the future. There's nothing that says out there that you're not going to be okay in the future. Sure, if you cave yourself like an ostrich, there'll be something and then you'll be wiped out, right? So if you're informed, if you're prepared, you can succeed. My coach says if preparation plus visualization plus practice equals success. And he's right. If you prepared, if you visualize that dream, then you have a purpose and you practice every single day the actions that you have to do to better yourself, and you'll be succeeding. And success doesn't mean that you're going to be 10 times richer. You're going to have a mansion. Success is just right now, it's just to be happy with yourself, with your moment, knowing that you're doing everything that you can and you're enjoying every single second of wherever you are. That you are blessed, that if you have internet, if you have electricity, if you're listening to this live or on the replay, that means that you are very, very lucky. I know that our vision of the map is a little bit distorted because they've been showing us a map where United States is the center and it's big. But in fact, South America and Africa are just as bigger. And then when you see the real facts, as the square footage, the size of South America, for example, the size of Africa, right? And then you see, oh, there's many deaths over there. Well, of course, there's more territory, there's more people. It's normal. It's equivalent. So there's no need to panic because you're informed and you're prepared. What are you going to do? Making a contingency plan of what would happen if you didn't have things. I have a contingency plan for no electricity, no water, no internet, no nothing. I have contingency plans. Do you have a contingency plans in your life? What happens if you have no money, no food, no anything? How are you going to do? It's interesting to do the exercise, right? Do the exercise in your brain and you'll be prepared, informed, and then you'll feel much better. What happens if this goes away, everything goes away? You can look for the good. Look for the good. Look for the good in everything. Look for the good in everyone. I'm not saying not to be prepared for, not to be prepared for a negativity or something. But I'm just saying, be ready. I planted some vegetables in my garden. I planted some things. I have extra batteries just in case. I have flashlights. I have walkie-talkies even. I have solar chargers. Everything needs to be prepared. Everything works if you're prepared, if you're informed. I want to sing another song for you to put you again in that mood. Is that Ingrid from Spain? Hello, Ingrid, maybe? Yes. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. When I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think for myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, they're also on the faces of people standing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? But what they're saying really, it's, I love you. I hear babies crying, and I watch them grow. They'll learn so much more than I'll never know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. This is Songversation, where I sing and coach. And I give you tools and tips of how to be prepared. Today, the theme was and is to be preparedness. And what are the things you need to be prepared for the future? Are you prepared economically? Are you prepared in your knowledge to tackle the new tasks that you have to do for your business and for your life? Do you need to learn something new? There are plenty of podcasts out there that you can learn about health, learn about business, financials, how do banks work, how's property work, how does fiat currency work, and investments, how to create a new business, how to do e-commerce. There are so many YouTube videos and trainings for you to learn. Are you prepared? Do you have all the tools and all the information? Do you have time to learn? Well, if you don't, then, just put it inside. So I make a list. Usually I make a list. I sit down and say, okay, I have this concern. So let's write down all the different issues that I need to tackle. Okay, I feel this way about this. Okay, what do I need to learn to fix this problem? What do I need to do to fix this other problem? So you go in steps, You have a visualization of where you want to be sometimes. And if you don't, just tackle the current problem as it is right now. So this is very, very important to be prepared. When you're prepared and you're informed, then you're at ease and you're at peace. Because information gives you freedom. That's why education is the best thing that there is. And education doesn't mean a school, doesn't mean a university, right? Education means to learn, to educate yourself. You don't have to wait for anybody to teach you. You just reach out because all the resources are there. There are books, there are things, there are coaches. Reach out to me if you have any concern. Reach out. You can DM me. You can send me a message. I am everywhere. You have my website, mysongversation.com, or you can go to automateyoursuccesscoaching.com, and you can find all the resources and a way to contact me to ask me. I have free consultation for you. You can also buy a gift card for someone that needs it. So give back to someone if you've learned something. So share this live, share this replay. So it's very important to be educated from the right sources or every source. Because when you feel that you have all the information to make a decision, then you feel more at ease, more at peace. And then you know that you're going to have the right decision. And you can reach out to the people that you need. Hello. Thank you for watching in the replay. Thank you for watching live if you're watching this in the replay. So that's very, very important to have education in any way that you can to be prepared for any decision that you're going to do for your life and for your business. So always look for the good. Look for the good in everything and everyone. I started this Songversation singing that song from Jason Mraz that he just released actually last month. But it's really true. You can look for the good. When you're focused on looking for the good, you find solutions. You find the open paths. You find ways to move forward and succeed. There are deals. Today, I was just looking for some rental properties in Boston and just looking. I've been looking since the beginning of the year. There were almost 3,000. Right now, I found a $1,000 apartment in the luxury best place in Boston for $1,000. So there are things, but you have to look and you have to believe that you can get it. Throughout my life, I've seen many things, but I always look for the good, and I always look for, I always have this certainty. It's more than faith. It's this unwavering certainty that something that I want is going to be the way that I want, and I'm going to get it the way that I want it. Even if everything around me looks like it's going to collapse. when I was living in Venezuela, I said, I am going to be in a place that is different, on my own, in a better place than this place. And I did it. Even though there were no indications at the time that I first had that thought, in my 15th birthday or something like that. There was no way I could imagine something that I'm living the life that I'm living now. So look for the good. Believe that you can find something. Believe that you can right now sell your property and buy one half price. Believe that you can buy a business for $1. I did a course last Saturday, 4-hour course or 3-hour course, how to buy a business for $1. Believe you can do this. Believe you can get, this is a time where there's so many opportunities. You know, so many people are saying, just look for the good. Even Robert Kiyosaki says that they're, really taking advantage of the loss of opportunities right now. Maybe this is the opportunity to buy a farm and then get away from all this craziness. Are people going to be prepared, be informed what's happening? What can you do? What if they never open again the flying rules? What's going to happen? Well, get informed, be prepared. And if you get informed and you want to have it, well, what are you going to do? A lot of people are buying planes, are buying boats, are buying RVs. So what are you going to do? A van life? Maybe a van life doesn't seem too bad. I have some friends that sold a condo here in Boston some years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago, and they got a van, a full van life. To get a van life, moved to California. And with the weather and everything, there's a whole community. And then I went to visit them in 2018, 2 years ago, or almost 3 years ago. I don't remember now. But I went to visit and I met the van life community. And it was very interesting. A lot of men and women alone, they have a house in a van. They can park anywhere. Not an RV, but a van. And that was very interesting, that community. They went to be away in a beautiful landscape. The United States is huge. But what about in your country? There are beautiful places all around the world, but we're limited to seeing all of the cities, right? So there's so much information. So be prepared again. That's the most important thing. Look for the good. Be prepared. Get informed. Get educated on all sides of the spectrum, all points of view, so you can make the best decision. What do you think about everything? And it may mean that you don't agree with any of the sides, that you have your own side, right? Having lived in Venezuela and having survived that situation, having the majority of my family still living there, I can tell you, I have friends living everywhere in the world, from Africa, Australia, everywhere in Europe, California, everywhere in the United States. And I get reports and messages from my friends all over the world. Plus the information that my coach is posting about news every single day. I get informed so that I can make the best decision, what to do, what not to do. And I'm telling you, I've been seeing a lot of things directly from my Californian friends that are calling me and telling me they did this is happening. My family in Venezuela, this is happening. I was very sad to hear, for example, this is currently, that my favorite ice cream store in my own hometown in Venezuela had to close because they refused to pay what they called a vaccine to the mafia, because the mafia would blackmail them saying, we will protect your ice cream shop from being robbed if you pay us a vaccine, a payment. And they refused to pay, and they refused to pay finally and said, we're going to have to close because we refuse to do this. So all the profit was going to the mafia people. There's so much corruption. There's so many things going all around the world. And I'm so saddened that, this thriving little place in a city where the weather is 43 average centigrade, that's 100 and whatever is over 100. Like, I don't know how much is in Fahrenheit, but 43 degrees centigrade every single day. You know, where an ice cream shop was the most common thing to have it everywhere. And this amazing ice cream shop closed because they refused to pay to the corruption people, which is great that they refuse to pay, but then it's so sad that there are no ice cream places in this town anymore. There's not even ice cream in the supermarket. So these things are happening. I mean, ice cream is something like whatever, but those who know me know that I am a sucker for ice cream. Ice cream is like, I need to have it. Anyway, you know that I love it. And this is outrageous to know that this is happening at the same time right now in the world. So get informed, be prepared. Okay? This is my message. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with another special message for this week. And see you soon. Those, if you want to get my music is all over the digital music stores. You can find me as Neni Carolina Chacin, and find me on Spotify, on iTunes, Apple Music, everything, Amazon. I just released a new single called A Lullaby, composed by me and my mom. And I presented it to her on her 70th birthday, 12 years ago. And also, I have good news. I'm about to release another EP in duet with Saul Garcia. It's like a Spanish worship music that it's almost ready. And I think now I'm sure that this month it will be ready. I just received the first cut of the mix to approve, and it's going very, very well. And you're going to love it. Some beautiful messages for you in Spanish, for you to be strong during this time. So I hope you see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Go out there, follow me on social media if you want to share this replay, hit the like, share it. Thank you so much.